All right, everyone, welcome back to the Post-Gazette High School Sports Podcast here on the Post-Gazette WPIAL YouTube channel. I am here with the Greensburg Central Catholic sharpshooting basketball star. It's Erica Gribble, two-time WPIAL champion, and she is your Post-Gazette Girls Athlete of the Week. Erica, how does it feel to be here on the YouTube network for the first time?
Feels great. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. But before we get into the conversation, I have to let you know and let our viewers know that this week's Post-Gazette WPIL Athlete of the Week is presented by Dave & Buster's in Homestead. And as part of the recognition, Erica, you'll be receiving a Dave & Buster's gift basket, including a Dave & Buster's Power Card, which can be picked up at the Homestead location. And the celebration doesn't stop there because Dave & Buster's is also giving back to the Greensburg Central community. And from December 17th through December 23rd, anyone from Greensburg Central Catholic who visits Dave & Buster's in Homestead and mentions their school will have 20% of their check donated directly to the Greensburg Central Catholic PTO. So grab your teammates, grab your classmates, grab your family, and head on down to the Dave & Buster's in Homestead, where you can eat, drink, play, and watch sports and support Greensburg Central Catholic at the same time. So thanks again to Dave & Buster's in Homestead, proud sponsor of the Post-Gazette WPIL Athlete of the Week.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even tell you that, right? So that's a big surprise, Erica, huh?
Yeah, that's very cool.
So I guess, are you a fan of Dave & Buster's? Are you down at the Papa Shot, right? Or you go down there and play with your sisters when you were younger and try to beat them on the, the shooting game, or what?
Yeah, I actually have. Yeah, I've been down there a couple times. So, yeah.
Some good battles with the older sisters, Alayna and Olivia, right?
Yep, definitely have. Yep.
Yeah, and speaking of the older sisters, it was a big historic milestone week for you. Last week, you obviously set, the new Greensburg Central Catholic school record, boys or girls. You're now the all-time school record holder in points scored, 1,771 points, all-time, breaking the school record. How does that feel, first of all, to be standing alone in school history?
Yeah, it feels great, honestly. Kind of going into the season, I knew I had it on my mind, trying to get it, the first two games, and just getting it. This past game, I scored the bucket, and I was like, wow, it kind of hit me, and I kind of realized this is kind of really important. And yeah, it felt great having, all my teammates there, my coaches supporting me and my family. And I'm super excited. I think it's just a really cool experience and opportunity.
Yeah, and your older sisters, they didn't play at Greensburg Central. They played at Norwin. So it's
Yeah.
not like you were surpassing them, but I was just looking up some numbers, and I don't know how aware you are of this, right? But
Yeah.
your older sister, Alayna, she was a star at Norwin, went on to play at Pitt. She finished her career with 1,782 points. You're
Yep.
only 11 points away from her now. Is that
Yeah.
something that's been on your mind as well, trying to become the all-time leading scorer in the family next, or what?
Yeah, it definitely has. I wasn't sure her exact number, but my dad just kind of kept letting me know you're close to Alayna's. Like that's the next goal, and I think that's pretty cool. She got at Norwin, and I got at GCC, so I think it will be a really cool experience. Maybe some bragging rights in there too. So
Yeah, she was a Fab Five player. I mean,
yeah.
Class 4A Player of the Year, one of the better players to come out of Western PA in her time. So is that something, when you were just a young kid growing up, would you have ever dreamed that you would one day be surpassing her marks and records when you were getting older?
Yeah, that was definitely a dream of mine. Her and Olivia are my biggest role models. So without them, setting a goal and an expectation, I don't think I'd be in the place I was today, with my work ethic and just trying to always beat them and be better than them. But they're definitely really just my strongest supporters. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely leaving your own mark, your own legacy now for sure. And already,
Yeah.
like we said, a two-time WPIL champ, going for a three-peat this year after moving up from 2A to 3A last year. You knocked off Shady Side, the defending champs, in a thriller,
Mhm.
56-51. You obviously turned in an epic performance there in the second half, 24 of your 31 points in the second half there in the championship game at the Pete. So what is it about, these championship games where you seem to rise to the occasion and, deliver your best when the team needs it most?
Yeah, I think that's kind of one of my strong suits is, you know, I really have a big work ethic and I want to win. So being in that championship game, we got that opportunity. I didn't want to, just let that go. They beat us twice previously, so I think we had, you know, a lot to prove and we wanted it more, maybe. But yeah, I think just seeing my sisters go through that too, like Alayna, she was down 16 points against NA her senior year in the WPIAL Championship. So, you always see those games, and we fought back, and that was a really really fun game and one of the biggest memories of my high school career, probably. So yeah.
Yeah, and obviously a big budding rivalry with Shady Side, of course, and a lot of people expecting another, a big, a couple maybe big matchups coming up with them this year.
Yeah.
In 3A, two great teams with a lot of great star power coming back. So, what can we expect to see down the road? Do you think this year when you collide with them, those two great teams?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna compete. Just like last year. I think we want to win another WPIAL, and we know we're gonna have to face them. So just preparing um, as best we can. We have a couple girls back who we didn't have last year, so it's good to see them, and we definitely want it. So yeah.
One thing, though, about your career, I have to ask. I mean, you've had all these great seasons, two WPIL titles, but the state playoff runs, right? You've come up just short of getting the chance to go all the way and play in
Yep.
Hershey and the chance to play in that state championship game. Is that something that is kind of driving you this year in your senior year as like kind of the driving force of, the ultimate goal is trying to get that chance to play in the state title game one time before you graduate?
Yeah, that's definitely the goal of mine this year. It has been since the summer and since losing last year. So I think that's the my biggest goal. Um, and I really want to go to Hershey. Honestly, me and my dad talk about that all the time. We haven't been there yet. Neither of my sisters. So I think that'd be the ultimate, you know, goal to go. So
We talked about, setting the school scoring record, surpassing up your older sister probably in her next game. How about 2,000 points? Not too many players, girls or boys, can say that they've achieved that mark in their career coming out of Western PA. That's
right.
something that you've been on track for a long time, and as long as you can stay healthy, you're well within reach of that this year.
Hmm.
Is that something that is definitely something on your mind for before the season's over?
Yeah. That's just another goal of mine, but um, definitely would be really cool to get 2,000, and not necessarily looking for the points, but like really looking for the state championship. But definitely something I'm excited to achieve as well. Yeah.
And then looking forward a little bit ahead towards the future, obviously committed, already signed to play at the next level at Richmond for the Spiders. I mean, a big deal for you. What was it about Richmond that really drew you and made you decide that you wanted to spend the next 4 years playing there?
Yeah, I honestly love Richmond, the coaching staff, all about the team and the campus, and obviously academics was a really big thing in my family, and they have a great business school which I plan on attending. So that's definitely I'm super excited, and just I've all the years to work towards that. Um, yeah, I love the team. I love the coaching staff. Their style of play, just watching them, and I think I'd fit in really well there. So
So you're going to major in business, you're saying?
yeah,
Already decided?
Yep, I am.
Good at math and like crunching numbers? Something you've always been good at, or what?
A little bit, yeah. Kind of started to like it a little bit more in my senior year. So yeah.
Okay. What would you say is like one of your favorite hobbies off the court, like when you're not playing basketball? How do you like to spend your time?
I love to spend my time with family and friends. I've actually recently gone into puzzles, so that's kind of how we spend our off time here. Me and my mom just, sit down, make some puzzles. It takes time away from basketball and school and just life. So yeah.
So if anyone out there is listening to this, maybe wondering what to get you for Christmas, like on your Secret Santa list, get you
Yeah.
some puzzles maybe to work on. There's an idea for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anyone doing some last minute shopping? Have you finished your Christmas shopping yet? Or are you one of those last minute shoppers? Are you all taken care of, done your shopping and everything now?
Yeah, I've finished. So we did most of our shopping on Black Friday. Got a lot of
Oh
sales.
wow.
So
Got it all
yeah.
taken care of.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. How about the wrapping? Is that something that's all done as well, or
No, not yet. Still got a
that's
lot
like
of
Christmas Eve, or
hopefully we get it done soon.
okay.
But yeah.
How about what's one thing someone would be surprised to know about you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm I don't know. I like to go fishing. I don't know. I like to be outdoors.
Okay.
Going on hikes. We like to do that as a family. We're kind of an outdoorsy family, so that's kind of something interesting, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Carp.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who's the best fisher in the family, though?
probably me. I
Okay.
think. My sisters don't fish. My dad will come sometimes, but barely. I usually go out with my friends and family. I mean, friends mostly. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite sport besides basketball?
I like volleyball. I like soccer. I think those two. Growing up, I played soccer a lot. That was really fun. Yeah.
Watching basketball, who's your favorite player to watch? Either men's or women's.
Yeah, I like watching Caitlin Clark. Couldn't watch her this year that much, but in college especially, I thought that was really cool to watch her. And then in college, I like watching, all college basketball. I like watching AZ Fudd. I think she's a really fun player to watch. And yeah, Paige Beckers is up there too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how about in the rest of the WPIL? If you couldn't pick yourself, who do you think is like the toughest player to guard, or just the toughest player out there in the WPIL besides yourself?
Now or like
This year, right now
year?
in the WPIL this year, besides you.
This year I feel like probably Mimi Thero is the toughest player. We played her last year. I had to guard her. Super tall, super athletic. So definitely the hardest player to guard. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good one. And what do you think you're most excited about for the future for this season and beyond?
This season, state championship. Super excited for that. Trying to work towards that, and for the future's Richmond. So I'm just preparing and working hard for this summer when we go, and I'm super excited for that. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, everyone. You heard it here first. Erica Gribble, Post-Gazette, WPIAL Girls Athlete of the Week. Thanks, Erica.
Thank you.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.